Hi, everybody. Tom Alexander, co host of Just Ask Gigi. Well, this week it got very, very busy here at the RV Advisor, so we need to do a best of Just Ask Gigi this week, and we'll be back next Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time with a brand new episode. Until then, enjoy this best of Just Ask Gigi.
Little birdie told me I need RV advice.
Get information straight from the horse's mouth.
Little birdie told me I need RV advice.
It's Just Ask Gigi with Gigi Stetler and Tom Alexander. Now here's Gigi and Tom.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Just Ask Gigi. My name is Tom Alexander, and I think the masked woman is Gigi Stetler.
I have my mask in place.
Who was that masked woman?
One of my old favorite T-shirts that my son hacked up and made a mask for me, but I am done.
There you go. Now you can breathe. Okay.
Oh.
You're in a fairly safe environment.
I actually just came in from outside, so
Did you?
I was still masked when we went on. So
Yeah. How's that been going? Are you able? I know I tend to be a little claustrophobic under those things.
yeah, I'm very claustrophobic with the mask, and I'm really keeping my distance. But
Yeah.
So
Well, that's good. You know, when kids, like when you were a little kid, and you were scared of something at night in your room, and you'd pull the covers
The
over.
boogeyman?
I could never do that because I didn't. I was claustrophobic. I didn't like to pull the covers over, so I just have to stay scared.
Yes, but we have to. We need to kind of make the best of it and
Yep.
and get whatever's comfortable. I found the T-shirts I have. I have my other mask.
Yes.
I
There
have
you
this
go.
one. This
Right.
one drives me crazy, and then I
Uh-huh.
have a new one that actually. I just got a new scarf that I'm gonna work on today. So
Okay. So you're all set.
later.
We have
so
the kind that you just showed a second ago.
this one. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, we got a few of those
I-
sitting around.
This is my worn out one, but
Mhm.
so this is actually gives me more air, like just some
Yeah, that's
airflow,
right.
so
Yeah.
without going
Still gets the
behind.
job done, but a little more freedom to breathe, right?
Yes. So I'm we're all in panic fever and or what do you call it? Not panic fever. What do you call it when you're like locked in?
Yeah, a little stir crazy, a little, well, we already said claustrophobic, but it is a little claustrophobic.
when you're like
Obviously,
stuck in a panic room,
Yeah.
So, and I see, many states starting to open and, the whole, without getting into politics,
Right.
because that seems to be the only,
It really shouldn't be a political thing. I mean, I don't know why
No.
people have to turn it into that, but it's just, I don't look at it as a taking away of freedom or a suspension of freedom. It's a set of rules in a time of crisis, and that's it. I understand that people feel like they have to work, and hats off. I mean, people have to work, but we're if you get this thing, if you catch this thing or you give it to someone else, it could be the consequences could be dire. So
well, I think my issue, my main issue with it is, yes, our Constitution and our freedom of speech, our freedom of freedom, and and all of those things. But what we don't have the right is to be homicidal.
Yeah,
And
I agree,
and that is the one problem I have, and I believe that like these protesters and these people that are out there endangering others, like police and things like that have to police them. I think they should have to sign a consent form that they're not going to accept or request medical treatment if they get ill, because
it's like they're
that's not fair to to the people that are endangered. That's a whole other story. So
Is that
I don't.
Avon calling? Is it?
Yeah, Avon's calling.
Yeah.
So that's a whole other. That's I'm having a hard time with that.
Yeah.
With that they think that they have the right to harm others, because it's
Yeah.
okay if you want to harm it, and if you want to take all those people that want to open up and all only infect each other or whatever, then that's. But it should not. The healthcare workers should not have to put themselves on the line to have to take care of them. So
Well,
I
I
don't know.
saw
That's
some.
my only issue with that.
Yeah, I saw some fairly disturbing videos of healthcare workers being blocked to go in, or there was a story coming out of New Jersey, not far from Philadelphia, where somebody was in their truck and somebody threatened to shoot people who were going to get tested.
Oh, I didn't even hear that one.
Yeah. Oh man. I saw that and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me, man. I mean, it's just like, what is wrong?
We need to.
What kind of thinking goes on there?
Calm down.
Yeah.
We need to calm down. I get it. I mean, I'm losing money by the day, like by the hour. Okay. I have made payroll the last few weeks on credit cards. So we're not setting the world on fire. We are drowning as well. Like, it's very, very tough out there, and I get it. I totally, I understand. Nobody wants this country and people or whatever to go back to work. I haven't laid anybody off, fortunately, because I had a big line of credit on my credit card, so until they expire. But
we all want to listen. We all
Yeah.
want to go back to normal. We of course we do. We all do. I mean, nobody, wants it to stay this way.
No.
I'm not exactly enjoying myself, that's for sure. But, but listen, this is an unprecedented time, and we want to be able to kind of just go do the right thing, stay smart, and not infect others and not run the risk of getting ourselves infected. Just be smart and stay with it and hang in there.
Down, everybody. Calm down.
Yeah.
Just calm down.
It is. Listen, I understand it's hard, but overreacting and bringing a rifle to a protest about this, just sorry.
No.
I don't.
Nothing to do with the Second Amendment.
Yeah, no.
This doesn't have anything to do with the Second Amendment at all, and I don't believe that anybody's trying to take, people's gun rights away, but I don't want to get into politics.
Yeah, I know.
I don't even understand any of that. I don't understand why, I get people are, irate and upset and temperatures are flaring and
sure. Particularly in the lines where you're waiting for something and somebody cuts a line or this, that, and the other, people get hot quick. I get it. Been there, done that, understand, but no one benefits from that. Really, I had a chance to speak with the mayor of Goshen, Indiana this morning, coming up on an upcoming podcast.
And how did that go?
It went great. It went terrific. And he was talking about, how they're doing pretty well out there. The numbers are pretty solid. They're not bad. They're hoping that they have seen the spike, the peak,
I hope so.
and that they're going back down on the other side of the curve, which would be great.
I hope so.
But he said, look, almost everybody has been very cooperative and cool and helping other folks out, and those are the kinds of stories we need. We're just that's what we need to hear. We don't need to hear about ramping up or ratcheting up the anger and the frustration. We're all angry. We're all frustrated.
We are. Just
relax. Try to relax. It helps. Much
breathing.
More.
Remember the breathing exercise. The breathing exercise.
Yeah.
Yes. You take a deep breath. Bring it all.
Exactly. Just chill out. Listen to some relaxing music. You
don't release the air too quickly. I'm serious. If you release the air super slow, it amazingly brings your whole demeanor, your whole temperature goes down, and slowly. It really works.
Sometimes all that breathing is Huge.
Yeah, somebody like if I have a situation, here, sometimes I just, you know,
Yeah, no,
and
I
it gives
hear.
me that few seconds to think before I say something that I don't want to say. So,
Yeah. Oh,
you
yeah.
know,
No, I'm a big fan of breathing. I've done some of my best work breathing. So,
breathe
so
all, I breathe every day.
yes, I practice breathing every day. And sometimes I don't even realize it. Let's take a quick break, and we'll come back. And I know we have a story or two, and we have a question or two. We'll just get back to the Just Ask Gigi portion of the program of Just Ask Gigi, where we actually ask Gigi.
All right,
Right?
yay.
There you
So
go. We got
excited to
some questions
answer
for
a
you.
question.
That's coming up next, right here on Just Ask Gigi. She, of course, is the aforementioned Gigi Stetler. I'm Tom Alexander. Back in a moment. Don't let a road hazard ruin your fun. Get the #1 rated tire and wheel protection service from the RV Advisor. Starting at just $180 per year, it's affordable and dependable, no matter where you are. Get tire and wheel protection for 4-wheel, 5, 6, and 7 to 10-wheel vehicles, including RVs, towed vehicles, personal vehicles, horse trailers, bike trailers, motorcycles, and more. Visit thervadvisor.com or call 833-229-0911. That's 833-229-0911. Welcome back, everybody, to Just Ask Gigi. She is Gigi Stetler. I am Tom Alexander, and it's great to see you folks all looking in on us and seeing what's happening here, trying to keep things as normal as possible, even though these are the social distancing episodes.
Yes.
We'll go in the stored away in the archives, the annals of Just Ask Gigi history. So, but we'll remember this time, but we'll hopefully remember it with the spirit of keeping it going,
Yeah.
and staying positive. So on that note, I know that RVs are still going out to help folks that are trying to isolate from particularly the folks on in the medical field and on the front lines, trying to bring help and aid to others. And it's important that those folks don't spread the virus to their families and their loved ones, friends, and what have you. So they isolate, and I guess more stuff has gone out, right? More.
Yes. Yep. Every day we have new requests, and we're filling them as fast as we can. And I don't know how long this is, going to go on, but I think, in order to get ahead of it or whatever, I think we just need to isolate as many people as possible. So that's the mission.
Yeah, it is. It's critical, and I know that a lot of folks have benefited from that, and we want to continue to provide that. And if you want to help, whether it be with an RV, if you have one to lend for a while, or if you want to make a contribution, go to the RVACA. That's RVACA.org. Recreational Vehicle Advisor Consumer Association. RV, a lot easier to say RVACA. So it's the RVACA.
It's not forever. The RV's not forever when thinking about, loaning it. All of my, my contracts with the healthcare workers, I do make them sign something, and it's a 30-day at a, rental, and and that RVACA pays the bill for that rental. But if you're, willing to donate or even discount, if you are a rental company or, have a few rentals or whatever, and discount it, we'll and we'll give you a donation letter for the part that you donated.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you, donate the rental entirely, we'll give you the donation letter for the full value. But it's you'll be able to communicate yourself with the healthcare worker if you do decide to, give us an RV. We will put you in contact with the healthcare worker. You could go over all of your, rules and regulations and stuff like that. It'll go in front of the healthcare worker's house. So you'll deliver it and pick it back up, and we'll be in the area. It'll be a healthcare worker within 25 miles of, where you are. So it's not like, you're giving your RV off and you never see it again.
Yeah. Right.
It's not like that,
Right.
so
I
we
know
just kind of put you together with the healthcare worker is what we do.
Exactly. And I know maybe people might have a concern. Hey, where is this going? Well, it's actually pretty close by. So you're fine. And of course, just think of what you're doing with your contribution or your RV. It's a big help. Once again, the RV, it's rvaca.org. Okay, Gigi, time for the questions on Just Ask Gigi, because that's what we're all about here.
Yeah.
So from Marcel, he writes, why is it now free to join? And will you begin charging us at a later date? Well, that's a good question.
Well, the basic membership is free. And the reason that we did that is, the information that RV Advisor, like our information that we want to, basically teach and, give knowledge to the consumer, is and should be free. We have, that's the basic membership. You don't get the rewards club. You can't buy discounted products and services like roadside and stuff like that unless you're a member, or you pay the non-member price. So, but for the basic membership, yes, we want to keep that free. We want people to be able to, use the site and enjoy the site and share with others and things like that. So that's why we decided to have the basic membership free.
Gotcha. Bill writes, what is the point of adding my information to a profile on your website?
Well, we if you notice, I mean, last week when we had our new site up, but there were glitches and stuff, so we actually put the original site back just until we get the social platform working properly. So the purpose of having a profile is we have a whole social network where you'll be able to meet other RVers with similar interests, same interests, whatever. So basically it's set up, sort of like a dating site or Facebook or any other type of meet and greet type of sites like Meetup and things like that. So the more information that you could be public or private. So the whole idea of having a profile is, let's say, you're into hunting, and you hunt a particular hog or something, I don't know, so you put that on your profile, and people that are looking for hog hunters, you guys can meet and go hunt hogs. So that kind of thing. What we want, we want interaction. We want people we want to create interest and or let's say, there might be someone with that has a professional profile, and you are, you're a fishing, hobby, that's your hobby, and a professional has a site that sells fishing poles. So it kind of connects you together,
right?
With other shared interest. So that's basically why we want a profile.
Right. Emily writes, will you ever go back to doing live videos?
Live Facebook?
It just says live video, so I think she probably means a live version of this or some component of this kind of show.
I can't wait. As soon as we could be together again, I really want to go back to live.
Yeah.
I miss all of that. I miss the interaction.
Yes. I think what we'll be able to do, or at least what we're aiming to do, is to be able to sort of anchor a live show. That, in other words, you and I are together and we're doing the show, and maybe we cut to recorded features that we did, and we go to that. But yes, it'll be more interactive on the live part of the show, where people can maybe even call in, or we'll do, we're pulling our resources for that, and we're getting everything together. And again, of course, obviously, a large part of it has to do with us, you and I being together and going on Facebook Live and sitting next to each
Social
other on the set
distancing.
again.
But we, as soon as the social distancing part is over, we're going to go back to our live show. In fact, we have all these prizes to give away that our vendors and partners have sent us just before this happened.
Yeah.
So we have so many prizes to give away. That we're going to have contests and stuff on our live show. So as soon as you get your butt back here, and we get started in the studio, and then what I think what you were saying, Tom, is that we will pre-record. So when we go out in the field, because we don't have good feed because we're right by the airport, so we don't have good feed. So when we go out on the field, we'll pre-record that and then insert that into the live show.
Yeah, we can cut to those, and we just need to iron out a few technical things, and hopefully it runs like clockwork. We'll be in good shape.
We have solutions. No worries.
We have solutions, never problems, right?
Right.
That's the mantra. I got to remember that. You taught me that early on, so I gotta keep it right here. Last question we have is from Christian, and Christian says, "What insurance company would my policy actually be with? What insurance company would my policy actually be with?"
Well, that's a good question. I'm not sure which policy you're talking about. So if you're talking about like your regular insurance that you go through our website, like for comp and collision, then it would be through the carrier, whether Progressive or whatever company that binded you. If you're talking about our roadside assistance, I'm not quite sure which policy, but our roadside, and any company, insurance company, the main thing that you really always want to know is who it's backed by. Mm-hmm. So when you purchase insurance from us, we will, depending on what policy, we will tell you upfront before you're binded of who it's backed by and who it's insured by.
Right. Well, all right. That's very helpful. And we have next week, I know that we'll have certainly more stories to tell in terms of folks getting RVs. And again, your RVs, your contributions just absolutely would be fantastic to help in this fight against COVID-19 and assist all those folks on the front line. And we got plenty more, certainly got plenty more to chat about next time right here on Just Ask Gigi. So
I want to say something about just for next week.
Yeah.
I do want to bring up next week a lot of things that are going on in the industry, and I think that buyers and consumers need to be aware of some of the predictions, of who may fail, who may rise, that kind of thing. And it's very, very, very important that we're in a little bit of a turmoil in the industry. So I thought, I'd like to, share some predictions with our viewers and members next week, which I'll have a little bit better scale of what's going on.
Yep.
So till we meet again next week.
All right. Very good. Very good. For Gigi Stetler, I'm Tom Alexander. This is Just Ask Gigi. We really appreciate you tuning in, and we'll see you next week right here. So long, everybody.